Carlos P. Romulo Sr. I am a Filipino, inheritor of a glorious past, hostage to the uncertain future. As such, I must prove equal to a twofold task, the task of meeting my responsibility to the past, and the task of performing my obligation to the future. I sprung from a hardly raised child many generations removed of ancient Malayan pioneers. Across the centuries, the memories come rushing back to me, of brown-skinned men putting out the sea in ship that were as frail as their hearts were small. Over the sea, I see them come, borne upon the billowing wave and the whistling wind, carried upon the mighty swell of hope in the free abundance of new land, and was to be there, home their children's forever. This is the land they saw and found, every inch of shore that their eyes were set upon, every hill and mountain that beckoned to them with a green and purple invitation, every mile of rolling plain that their view encompassed, every river and lake that promised a plentiful living and the fruitfulness of commerce, is a hallowed spot to me. With the strength of their heart and hands, by every right of law, human and divine, this land and all the appurtenance thereof to black and fertile soil, and sees the lakes and rivers teeming with fish, the forests with their inexhaustible wealth in wild and timber, the mountains with their bowels swollen with minerals, the wool of the rich and happy land has been, for centuries without number, the land of my father. This land I receive in trust from them, and in trust will pass it to my children, and so on until the world is no more. I am a Filipino. In my blood runs the immortal seed of heroes, seed that flowered down to century and deed of courage and defiance. In my veins yet pulls the same hot blood that sent Lapu-Lapu to the battle against the first invader of the land, the nerve Lacandula in the combat against the alien foe that drove Diego Silang and the Gohoy into rebellion against the foreign officers. The seed is immortal. It is the self-same seed that flowered in the heart of Jose Rizal that morning in Bagumbayan, when the valley of Shot put an end to all was mortal of him, and made his spirit deathless forever. The same that flowered in the heart of Bonifacio in Balintawak, of Gorget del Pilar at Tirat Pass, of Antonio Luna at Kalumpit, that bloomed in flower of frustration in the sad heart of Emilio Aguinaldo at Palanang, and yet bruised for royally again the proud heart of Manuel L. Quezon, when he stood at last on the threshold of ancient Malacanang Palace, in the symbolic act of possession and racial vindication. Out of the lush green of the 7,000 eyes, out of the heartstring of 16 million people all vibrating to one song, I shall weave the mighty fabric of my pledge. Out of the songs of the farmer and sunrise when they go to labor in the fields, out of the sweat of the heart-beating pioneers in Malik and Coronadal, out of the silent endurance of stevedores at their fears of the omnibus grumbling and peasant in the Pampanga, out of the first cries of babies newly born and the lullabies that mothers sing, out of the crashing of gear that the whine of stabbing in the factories, out of the crunch of plowshare upstaring the earth, out of the limitless patience of teachers in the classroom and doctors in the clinic, out of the strength of soldiers marching, I shall make the pattern of my pledge. I am a Filipino born to freedom, and I shall not rest until freedom shall have been added unto my inheritance for myself, my children, and my children's children